I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man ever! What up, big kids? Here's my big review of Captain America Civil War, the non-spoiler version. I promise you guys I will do a spoiler version when the movie does come out, because I'm not going to be dick and spoil it for you guys. Now, this movie I was very lucky to see at the world premiere with the cast of Captain America Civil War, as well as like lots of celebrities and amazing people, including my buddy Andre Blackner Comedy, the review spot, a lot of amazing people. And I gotta thank Comic Cave Studios for sending me out there. I was on the red carpet. I got to go to the after party. I got to meet Tom Holland, the Spider-Man. Oh my god, it was amazing. But that's a whole different video I'll put up. But yeah, let's talk about the movie itself. I love this movie, guys. It's freaking amazing. It's definitely one of the best Marvel movies, if not the best Marvel movie out there. This movie, wow. Joe and Anthony Russo, who did an amazing job on Captain America: The Winter Soldier, just definitely did blew the water out. There's no more water because they just, wow. I couldn't believe how well they balanced all these different characters. This movie is very much focused on Captain America, Iron Man, and the Winter Soldier. It's very much a sequel to the Winter Soldier, while being a sequel to Avengers Age of Ultron. There is fallout to both of those movies, which is great. And like, if you've seen, Winter Soldier and Age of Ultron, it definitely helps with this movie. But even if you didn't, you'll still enjoy this movie for what it is, which is definitely, even though it's a Captain America movie, it's also an amazing Avengers movie. The cast here, Chris Evans just totally brings it. He's been playing this character now for 5 or 6 times now, and he is just, he just represents everything I love about Captain America, and just what we want to be as a good individual. Robert Downey Jr. is just amazing. We've seen so much character growth in Tony Stark in the last, 6 movies he's been in now, and yeah, he is just, wow. Like, you can definitely see his side. What's so great about this movie, it's not about Iron Man's the bad guy or Captain America's the bad guy. They both have great points. This movie really, as much as it's a Civil War, unlike the comic, which really made Iron Man the bad guy, it's not like that. It's not so black and white, and I love that. They both have great points, and you'll definitely flip-flop. Going in, you can say, I'm Team Captain America or Team Iron Man, but you kind of feel for both sides. If you are strictly on one side, you are just you're not seeing the bigger picture, and you're just totally stubborn. But yeah, it's just so great, and showing why each character chooses Iron Man's side or chooses Cap's side. Now we got Scarlett Johansson returning as Black Widow, which she's so great. I love her, and I can't get enough ScarJo as Black Widow. Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. Oh my god, just amazing. I actually got to meet him too for the first time, and he just kicked ass in this movie. I mean, he was such a Terminator in this one, in the last one, and this one he has a lot more depth, and he has some great character moments with Anthony Mackie's Falcon, who has some great comedy bits. He's even more badass in this movie than in Winter Soldier, which is saying a lot. And we got Don Cheadle's War Machine, who has some great character moments too. Everyone has a great time to shine, which I really love. Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, I love him, and explains why he comes out of retirement, which is great. Now let's talk about Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. Black Panther is so badass. They do change some things about his origin to fit in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like how every character has been changed, but you'll be so happy with him. You'll be so excited for the Black Panther movie. He definitely has a good amount of screen time, and yeah, he just says this one line you'll see in the movie where you're just like, oh man, he's a badass, and yeah, he is a force to be reckoned with. He is, the king has returned, and he is you got all hell to the king, baby. Paul Bettany as Vision was so great. You get to see a more human version of the Vision, which is awesome, especially with his relationship with Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen. And Paul Bettany has a great relationship. You get to see that just like in the comics, and yeah, to see why they are on two opposite ends of the Civil War is so great, and that's what's really great. Kind of is like the Reed Richards Sue Storm in the comics, but with Vision and Scarlet Witch, which I really like. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Oh man. I'll get to the airport scene, but you haven't seen anything of what Scott Lang's Ant-Man can do till you see this movie. And if you know the toys, you know what I'm talking about. Emily Van Camp, Sharon Carter, even more badass, had more to do. And she has something with Captain America, you'll see. Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Best Spider-Man ever. So far from what they show, we got to see a little bit of Peter Parker and Aunt May. Aunt May's in this, so Marissa Tomei is in this movie. There is such a great scene with him as Peter Parker. Only 2 scenes, and then him as Spider-Man. What you see in the trailers, you haven't seen anything yet. There is so many funny one-liners from Spider-Man, so many amazing moments. This is the ultimate Spider-Man. I got to meet Tom Holland and tell him that in person, and I love the guy, and I think this will be everyone's new favorite Spider-Man. I can't wait for Spider-Man Homecoming. This just gives you a nice taste of Spider-Man, but you're definitely hungry for more after watching this. And he pretty much steals Captain America's movie from him. This could have been like Captain America, Spider-Man steals the war. So yeah, very awesome. Now we got Daniel Brühl as Baron Zemo. I will say one negative thing. If you're a super big fan of Baron Zemo and a stickler of the comics, you will be disappointed. His motivation in this movie is kind of like Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman. Kind of, but I actually prefer Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman over Baron Zemo. He is more of a catalyst for the Civil War. You could totally take him out of the movie and it wouldn't change the thing. So you might be disappointed with that aspect. I will say Frank Grillo's Crossbones has a really badass scene in the beginning of the movie. And it was really nice to see Crossbones, but yeah. There is after credit scene. I only got to see one in the premiere, so I think by the time the movie comes out, there'll be another one. So definitely, of course, stay till after credits. But yeah, I love the action in this. The airport scene was one of the best action sequences I've ever seen in a comic book movie. Just a hands-out battle royale. People were like disappointed. It's like, oh, it's not that many characters. You won't be disappointed. You'll be talking about this airport scene for years to come. Oh my god, it's just absolutely awesome. And there's just definitely some touching moments between Iron Man and Captain America, and definitely this will definitely impact things for the future movies, and maybe not as much as Winter Soldier did, but you'll see what I mean. I won't spoil it. But definitely, it's one of the best Marvel movies out there right now. Definitely up there with Avengers and Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy for me. And with that said, I give Captain America Civil War a 5 out of 5. Even though Baron Zemo was a little disappointing, I can overpass it because everything was done so well. The acting, the action, balancing all the characters, the story, everything was so awesome. I love Batman v Superman a lot too. I gave that a 5 out of 5. But even though they have kind of similar plots, they are very different in tone and feel. And I feel like Batman v Superman was a little bit more emotional, whereas this one was just an overall, people that want a more like summer popcorn movie will probably enjoy this one over Batman v Superman, but I feel like I was more emotionally touched with Batman v Superman. But still, both amazing movies. Whether you're Marvel or DC, this is the greatest time to be a comic book fan. So definitely go see Captain America Civil War when it comes out May 6th. I want to thank Comic Cave Studios for sending me out there to the world premiere. Stay tuned for my behind the scenes of the red carpet. And for more, check out my website at SeanLongSong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long. May live long and live life.
Hey guys, I might have a tiny role in the film, but it's really a big part.
Oh yeah, know your role and shut your mouth because I steal the show. Wow, this black cat statue is so fluffy. Wait a second, that's not the statue. Now that's the statue. This one may not be as fluffy as this one, but at least it's